Amazing games that you should definitely try. Trek to Yomi, a visual masterpiece paying tribute to classic samurai cinema. The first thing that grabs your attention is the striking black and white aesthetic, transforming every scene into a cinematic spectacle. With camera angles and framing reminiscent of old samurai films, the immersion is absolute. The combat is methodical, requiring patience and precision. Instead of relentless attacks, the key is to wait, observe, and strike at the perfect moment. This slower, more strategic approach contrasts beautifully with the fast-paced nature of many action games. Even in black and white, the environments are incredibly detailed, each location evoking a distinct mood. The narrative weaves seamlessly into the visual and audio design, creating an atmosphere that keeps you engaged from start to finish. The result is a game that feels both nostalgic and uniquely captivating. Shadow of the Colossus redefines minimalist storytelling in gaming. From the outset, the sheer scale of the colossal beings and the vast, lonely landscapes create a hauntingly unique atmosphere. With no traditional enemies, the game focuses entirely on battling massive creatures in epic encounters. Each Colossus presents a monumental challenge, requiring both combat skill and strategic thinking. The gameplay revolves around scaling these towering beings, searching for weaknesses, and striking with precision, each fight feeling distinct and deeply rewarding. The sparse yet powerful soundtrack intensifies the emotional weight of each battle, making every victory feel significant. The sprawling fields and ancient ruins evoke a sense of mystery and solitude, encouraging introspection about the true purpose of this journey. It's this simplicity that makes the game so unforgettable, forging a profound connection between the player and the world. The Batman Arkham series revolutionized superhero games, setting a new benchmark for action and storytelling. From the very first title, players step into the boots of the Dark Knight, experiencing a combat system so fluid and intuitive that it became a reference point for many action games. Every punch, counter, and dodge is perfectly timed, making you feel like an unstoppable force. Stealth mechanics, combined with Batman's iconic gadgets, offer various approaches to taking down enemies. Gotham's gothic setting is one of the series' greatest strengths, presenting a dark, atmospheric world filled with detail. The expansive map is packed with secrets, side missions, and challenges that keep players constantly engaged. The seamless blend of storytelling and gameplay ensures that every moment, whether in combat, investigation, or exploration, feels meaningful. The gripping narrative dives deep into classic villains and original storylines, delivering unexpected twists and high-stakes confrontations. The immersion is unmatched, making the Arkham series one of the most defining superhero game franchises of all time. Limbo stands out for its unique combination of simplicity and depth. Its monochromatic, minimalist aesthetic immediately sets a mysterious and tense atmosphere, with each environment evoking a strong sense of isolation. Instead of relying on dialogue or direct explanations, the game unfolds its story purely through visuals and environmental storytelling, making it all the more compelling. The absence of a traditional soundtrack, paired with subtle ambient sounds, enhances the eerie solitude and ever-present danger, keeping players on edge. Gameplay revolves around platforming and clever puzzles that perfectly complement the dark atmosphere. While challenges may seem straightforward at first, they often demand careful thought and precise timing. The lack of clear hints encourages experimentation, learning from mistakes, and persistence, deepening the immersion. Another standout feature is the game's masterful use of light and shadow, which adds depth and weight to the world. The stark black and white visuals, combined with smooth animations and desolate environments, create a setting that is both unsettling and strangely beautiful. This distinctive visual style, along with well-crafted gameplay and inventive puzzles, makes Limbo an unforgettable experience unlike any other. Disco Elysium is a narrative-driven RPG that defies genre expectations, focusing entirely on player choices and interactions with the world rather than traditional combat. While the core of the story revolves around an investigation, it delves much deeper, exploring philosophical and political themes in a way few games dare to. Every decision significantly shapes the protagonist's personality and the unfolding story, adding an emotional depth rarely seen in gaming. Instead of battles, gameplay revolves around dialogue and interpretation skills, requiring players to use attributes like logic, empathy, and perception to resolve situations and uncover mysteries. The freedom of choice is absolute, with each decision carrying unpredictable consequences that keep the narrative fresh and dynamic. The unique skill system defines how the character perceives the world and the people within it. The game's visual style blends surrealism with gritty realism, reflecting the protagonist's mental state. Combined with a melancholic soundtrack and detailed sound design, Disco Elysium creates an immersive, lived-in world that feels chaotic and broken. It's a game that challenges conventions, delivering one of the most thought-provoking narratives in RPG history. Metro, Last Light, blends first-person shooter mechanics with an intense and immersive narrative set in a post-apocalyptic world. The underground tunnels of the Moscow Metro create a claustrophobic atmosphere where every bullet and every breath is precious. The constant tension is heightened by scarce resources, forcing players to carefully consider every encounter. The gameplay merges action and stealth, allowing for different playstyles, whether sneaking through the shadows or facing enemies head-on. The combat feels weighty and realistic, with weapons that carry a tangible sense of heft. Enemy AI is reactive and intelligent, making engagements feel intense and strategic. Beyond the tunnels, surface exploration adds another layer of danger, where radiation and monstrous creatures make survival even more challenging. Every venture outside is a desperate struggle in a world on the brink of collapse. Sound design plays a crucial role, with atmospheric audio, such as distant footsteps, heavy breathing, and the creaking of metal, amplifying the tension. The environments are richly detailed, painting a grim picture of survival and isolation. The gripping narrative, filled with moral dilemmas and difficult choices, keeps players engaged, ensuring that even after hours of gameplay, Last Light continues to surprise and challenge. Outer Wilds offers a one-of-a-kind experience, centered around exploration and mystery. Players find themselves in a solar system caught in a continuous 22-minute time loop before it resets, with the primary goal of uncovering the secrets behind this phenomenon. The freedom to explore any planet in any order fosters a constant sense of discovery. Each location presents new clues and challenges, rewarding curiosity and patience as players piece together the larger mystery. The gameplay focuses on environmental puzzles, with realistic physics affecting movement and object interactions. There's no combat. Everything revolves around investigation and logic. The game's charming art style, combined with an atmospheric soundtrack, makes each journey into space feel fresh and exciting. With its open-ended structure and thought-provoking narrative, Outer Wilds delivers an unforgettable adventure. Mass Effect Legendary Edition brings together one of gaming's most legendary trilogies, known for its epic sci-fi storytelling and deep player-driven choices that shape not just the characters, but the fate of an entire universe. Every dialogue choice and major decision influences the journey, forging a profound connection with the unfolding events. The remaster enhances the game's graphics, making the universe even more immersive and detailed while preserving the original's charm. The gameplay blends RPG mechanics with third-person combat, allowing players to customize their skills and playstyle. Decision-making is incredibly impactful, making every choice feel weighty and meaningful in shaping the story's direction. The dynamic relationships between team members, rich with meaningful dialogue and interactions, add an extra layer of depth. Each mission feels like a new chapter waiting to be uncovered. The Mass Effect universe is vast and intricately designed, featuring exotic planets, diverse alien species, and a rich mythology that deepens the narrative. With the remaster's visual improvements, every environment feels more alive, elevating the game's already immersive atmosphere. Whether you're a veteran of the series or a newcomer, this epic sci-fi journey continues to captivate. Doom Eternal, a game that redefines fast-paced action. Imagine a roller coaster ride, but instead of safety bars, you have an arsenal of devastating weapons, and instead of scenic views, there are demons charging at you. The gameplay is intense, brutal, and keeps your adrenaline pumping at all times. If you love games that demand quick reflexes and strategic resource management, this is for you. Every enemy encounter feels like a high-speed puzzle where movement is key to survival. Switching between weapons and abilities creates a dynamic combat experience, keeping things fresh. Just when you think you've mastered the game, it throws something new at you, forcing you to adapt. Navigating through environments with smooth jumps and dashes feels incredibly fluid, a level of mastery few games achieve. Visually, the game is stunning, with settings ranging from nightmarish hellscapes to futuristic bases, all rich in detail. Pair that with an intense, guitar-heavy soundtrack, and the immersion is complete. Doom Eternal makes you feel powerful, and that's something rare in gaming today. What Remains of Edith Finch stands out with its unique approach to storytelling, presenting a collection of short yet powerful narratives. As players explore the Finch family home, they uncover the family's history through a series of interactive memories, each told with its own distinct gameplay mechanics. Instead of following a single gameplay style, each memory introduces something different. One moment you're using a camera, the next, you're navigating a surreal dreamscape. This constant variety keeps the experience fresh and engaging, making players eager to discover what's next. The game's structure seamlessly weaves together individual stories into a larger, emotionally charged narrative. Its stunning visuals, with detailed environments and a color palette that reflects each story's mood, further enhance the experience. The soundtrack complements the atmosphere perfectly, heightening the impact of the more poignant moments. What Remains of Edith Finch transforms narrative exploration into a deeply moving and unforgettable journey. Resident Evil 4 Remake, a masterful reimagining of one of the most iconic horror games ever made. From the very start, the heavy atmosphere pulls you in with eerie, oppressive environments that set the stage for an intense journey. This remake doesn't just upgrade the graphics, it enhances the gameplay, striking the perfect balance between action and horror. The refined controls and combat mechanics maintain constant tension while keeping encounters fluid. Enemy AI has been improved, making each battle more challenging and unpredictable. The pacing is spot on, seamlessly shifting between intense action and exploration while ensuring the tension never fades. The graphical overhaul brings out stunning environmental details, with shadows and lighting amplifying the suspense. The story has been carefully refined, with new dialogues and scenes that enrich the narrative while staying true to the original. It blends nostalgia with innovation, keeping longtime fans satisfied while drawing in newcomers. Every moment feels both familiar and fresh, making this one of the best horror remakes to date. Each of these games offers something unique, whether through storytelling, gameplay, or immersive world building. Which one impacted you the most? Or is there a game you think should have made the list? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated on the latest gaming news. That way, you'll discover more incredible games and never miss an important release. Also, check out the video on the screen for another list of must-play games. Just click to watch. A big hug, and see you next time. And remember, we are Gamespedia EX, your AI favorite video game source. I'll be back.